I have heard some women say weight gain in menopause is inevitable, like the minute you turn 50, the scale will climb and there's nothing you can do about it. But is that really true? Today, we're going to separate fact from fiction, and I think you'll be relieved to hear what I found. Hi, I'm Jane, where we talk about real health and well-being through life's transitions. If you've ever felt like your body is changing and you have no control, I want you to know you're not alone, and there are things you can do to feel strong and confident again. So let's talk about one of the most common questions I hear. Is weight gain in menopause really inevitable? Here's the truth. Menopause itself doesn't force you to gain weight, but the hormonal changes do make your body more prone to storing fat differently. Estrogen levels decline, which can shift fat storage from the hips and thighs toward the belly. On top of that, metabolism slows slightly with age, and muscle mass naturally decreases if we don't work to maintain it. Less muscle means fewer calories burned at rest. Add in things like stress, poor sleep, and busy schedules, and it can feel like weight gain is inevitable. But notice I said feel, because inevitable doesn't mean unavoidable. One of the most damaging myths is that nothing helps. That's just not true. Research shows that lifestyle choices, food, exercise, stress management, and sleep still play a huge role in managing weight, even during menopause. I'll be honest, what worked in your 20s may not work now, but that doesn't mean nothing works. It means your approach needs to evolve with your body. What actually helps? So, what can you do? Let's break it down. Strength training. This is my #1 tip. Building muscle boosts metabolism, improves bone health, and helps balance blood sugar. Even 2 or 3 sessions a week can make a big difference. Balanced nutrition. It's not about cutting everything out, it's about balance. Protein becomes especially important for muscle maintenance. Whole foods, fiber-rich veggies, and healthy fats help with hormones and satiety. Sleep and stress management. This might surprise you, but stress and poor sleep can be just as impactful as food. Cortisol, the stress hormone, encourages belly fat storage. So making time for rest, relaxation, and good sleep hygiene is part of weight management too. Consistency over perfection. The women who see results aren't the ones on extreme diets. They're the ones who build sustainable habits. Little changes add up. I'll be honest with you. When I first noticed my body changing, I felt frustrated. I remember thinking, why bother? The weight's just going to creep on anyway. That mindset alone made me less active, more stressed, and honestly unhappier. But once I shifted my perspective, I started to see progress. Not overnight, but gradually. My clothes fit better, I felt stronger, and most importantly, I felt like I had control again. That's why I want to bust this myth for you. Because the belief that it's inevitable does more damage than the actual hormones do. This myth is harmful because it takes away women's hope and motivation. It makes us believe our efforts won't matter, when in reality, they matter more than ever. Menopause isn't about giving up, it's about adapting. And here's the encouraging part. Women who embrace these changes often end up healthier, stronger, and more empowered than they were before. So let's set the record straight. Weight gain in menopause isn't inevitable. It's possible, yes, but it's not your destiny. With the right tools and mindset, you can manage your weight, protect your health, and feel amazing in your own skin. If this video gave you a little encouragement, please like it, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear that menopause does not mean giving up on themselves.